What's up, everybody? Back with another Fair Shake review, and this time we're gonna be checking out DyMe-A-DuZiN training. So yeah, this is a quick little EP mini out. Well, it's kind of almost an album. There's only 8 songs on it. I think he considers it an EP. But yeah, this is supposed to be a taste of what we're getting ready for Ghetto Olympics 2. It's gonna be his next like big release. And this is all done in collaboration with the producer Montage, which he has worked with before on his prior works, and they do a pretty good job together. Now for this project, I unfortunately didn't end up coming out with a lot that I want to return to though. DyMe-A-DuZiN, Brooklyn MC, comes over a bunch of interesting sampled yet still bass heavy kind of tracks that like, yeah, man, like it starts off strong. Black Star, I dig it. Bars on point. Dude, like Dime is slick as always. Then EBT freestyle, I'm just like, beats cool, raps alright, don't necessarily want to hear it again. Death of Demon Time, that one I just didn't quite like. Beats cool still, but the overall I just didn't like it. Then When I Rule the World, it's like potential, but just not quite there. Be Free one is one that I was real close to being like, I kind of get what they're going for with this one, and I almost want to kind of hit yeah, but do I really want to hit yeah? This one, just kind of like trying to have not trying to be tied down to a girl, but be able to still get down with the get down. So it's just like be casual, and the singing on it from Real Rich was pretty nice as well, but I still just ended up having to be like, yeah, I think I might have to pass on this. COVID Winter, another one that I was kind of on the fence, but ended up going ahead and getting my adding it to the playlist. This one is just bars on bars, views on the music industry during the COVID times, and also just the world in general as well. And he's just had enough good bars in there that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this one again. Then you get The Torch with Eli McFly, and I was just kind of like, And then Sorrows, the freestyle. This was the one that came with some controversy, because this was the one where he's kind of calling out Bryson Tiller, because this was supposed to be a collaboration track that didn't end up happening, and then over time, I guess since Tiller still had the beat, he just recently put it out, a song to that. So Dime felt a little slighted that the collaboration fell through, and like years later he still comes out with the beat that they were going to be on, even though I guess the production wasn't the beat itself wasn't completely paid for yet, so like those contracts were signed with when it came to like publishing and all that good stuff, so technically everything was all right on the business end of things, but just kind of like on a peer-to-peer level, it's just kind of like, yo man, like what happened to our collaboration? I'm the one who kind of presented this beat and idea to you, and then later on you just end up using it, and there was no discussion between us of like, hey, I'm gonna end up doing this thing to it instead. So just kind of like an honor kind of thing. But when with the time passing by, so does the memory. So, you know, apparently Bryson just didn't quite recall that, you know, that it was going to be a collaboration thing between him. It was just, you know, oh, I have this cool beat. I didn't even realize I had this beat. I like it. Let me write to it real quick, and then he just comes out with a, you know, different song. Sometimes things like that happen. So it's kind of like it's kind of like I could see both sides, where it's just like, yeah, I get, you know, probably would have been cool to be like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and use this, but, you know, I also get like, hey, I forgot that this is where it came from, my bad. But, you know, the whole public display of it all, it's just kind of like, was it the best way to do it? And to kind of make somewhat of a diss song out of it was interesting too, because it's not completely dissing him. It's just kind of putting the situation out there that he felt slighted. It's weird. So like listening back to it makes me just think of the whole situation, and the way he presents it in the song too just makes you be like, yeah, but yeah, that's kind of not. So it just leaves about a lot of mixed feelings, and so it's just like, I just don't need to hear that, bring that feeling to me like on a constant basis. So I just decided against adding it to the playlist, since, you know, despite it having some pretty cool bars in there, and the beat is pretty darn dope, I was just like, yeah, I think I just rather not have to think about that situation every single time it comes up, because it's just like an awkward beef, you know. But yeah, overall, Dimes is still bringing some decent bars, and you know, he's still great at picking production. But what I'm really looking forward to is the work that he puts his all into, which is going to be Ghetto Olympics 2. So I'm really looking forward to that, especially since the EP for the first Ghetto Olympics EP was pretty dope, and his last project, the Heights, the Crown Heights project, I loved it. Like Dimes is a very talented musician, and I like his music, so I'm like, just, yeah, Crown Fried. There you go. Crown Fried was dope. I had to look it up. But yeah, I loved that project. I think he killed that junk, and so I'm looking forward to see how he fleshes out the whole Ghetto Olympics theme, and hopefully bring more music that I will return to, unlike this training album / EP thing. But yeah, until next time, I'd like to know what you think down below, and then I bring you much love.